Hello, hello, beautiful badass, and welcome to the Magic is in You podcast, episode number 37. I am so grateful you are here today. I am so grateful to be here today. I feel so excited. I have a new microphone. You might notice a little bit of a difference in my voice, and I'm very excited about it. I am so grateful to be here today. Holy smokes. So, today we are talking about do you jump when opportunity comes to you? Because that's something that really helps us up level and helps us grow and expand and take on this new adventure that we are desiring to cultivate in our life is when the opportunity does come, is seizing the opportunity, taking the action, taking the risk, even if it's scary. I want to tell you a little story about the last little while where Nate and I, my husband and I, have been going on an adventure where we jumped at an opportunity. But before we dive in, I just want to welcome you. If you are brand new to the podcast, I am so grateful you are here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you have been here for 37 episodes, if this is your 37th episode, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. I'm so excited that you have been here to tune in, tap in, turn on your magic, and really cultivate a life that lights you the fuck up from the inside out through connecting to yourself so that you can grow and expand and really radiate the light that's already within inside of you. My name is Kelsey Holmes, and I am the life mindset coach behind the Magic is in You podcast and multi-passionate entrepreneur who has been rocking and rolling this spring as we get our little Airbnb going here in Northwest Montana. I am a super host, so grateful, as well as a metal artist with my husband. And this story today kind of revolves around Metalland. So Nate and I, almost 6 years ago, exactly, a little over 6 years ago, we took a leap and we went and opened Creative Combinations Montana, where we were creatively combining metal and wood, art and function, new and used material to create beautiful functional art pieces in the custom metal field. So we were doing a lot of handrails, we were doing steel cladding work, we were doing window trim, as well as custom furniture. So think metal and wood tables and different combinations where we were using some barnwood, for example, and steel to create a beautiful functional piece. And this name served us so well for so long, Creative Combinations Montana, but how many of you just remembered that name? After 20 seconds or 1 minute of hearing about it, you're like, okay, cool. I kind of get the vibe. But when I heard the name of the business, I was like, well, what does that mean? I mean, the amount of blank stares that we would get for years of, okay, I need a little follow-up on that name after we would say, hey, yes, I own Creative Combinations Montana. And people would just kind of give the blank stare without that little summary of creatively combining metal and art, wood and creatively combining metal and wood, art and function, new and used materials to cultivate and create functional pieces of artwork. Anyway, a couple months ago, we sat down for a consultation on our website, on our SEO for Creative Combinations Montana, with somebody who we met at a local chamber event. Thank you, Whitefish Chamber. And thank you, Joseph from Big Drift Marketing. If you need help with SEO, highly recommend Joseph. Anyway, we sat down for a consultation with him. And this was the first time we had ever actually sat down for a consultation with anybody about our website before. So for the last 6 years, I have created, maintained, learned SEO, learned all the back end stuff on our website just using Squarespace, which is mind boggling. 6 years ago, Kelsey would be blown the fuck away by the website that I have cultivated today. But little did I know our website was not being read by Google for over a year. I had learned all sorts of things in the nuts and bolts of our website, and people were coming to our website, but that was through the organic marketing we were doing. That was through the networking that we were doing. That was through the organizations that we're a part of, through the art shows that we've done over the years, and through showing the fuck up in our community. People were going to our website organically and naturally, but it was not reading or ranking on Google at all. Anyway, there's a bunch of technical things that Joseph could explain much better than I could, that reasons to why that was happening. Now it is ranking on Google, but at the end of this meeting that we had with him, he was giving us some recommendations on how to like fix the things that were going wrong with the website and some other ideas of how we could be boosting our online presence for our business, Creative Combinations Montana. And at the very end of the meeting, he suggested something that felt very bold at first. He suggested at the very end of the meeting, he said he got all serious and he like leaned in, arms on the table. He's like, you know what I really suggest though? And we're like, what? He's like, I suggest you change your name. And I was a little floored. I instantly was like, that's a bold recommendation, for our first meeting. And like, it felt like, the first thing. And like, but then I sat with it and I was like, okay, to like what? And he gave a couple of recommendations and reasons why, to change it, to change our name from Creative Combinations Montana to something else. And Nate and I both looked at each other and were like, holy smokes. And I personally had never thought about changing our name. We picked this name years ago when we were being creative and we thought this was going to be fun. And I honestly just didn't even consider changing our business name. Nate mentioned how he had pondered it once or twice, but not really ever seriously. And so we left that meeting and we ended up going and sitting down for a quick drink before another networking event that evening. And we were sitting there chatting and we were just like, huh, this kind of makes sense. Joseph had recommended, for example, bringing the word metalwork into our business name to give people a little bit of an idea of what it is the fuck that we do. Because at this point in our business, we are primarily focused on metalwork, metal artwork, functional metal artwork, and some custom metal projects like signs and privacy screens, some things like that, gates and whatnot. Anyway, so Nate and I were sitting with it. And by the time we got home that night, we were vigorously Googling like how to change your business name in the state of Montana, what it would actually entail, which it turns out that shit is not exactly readily available. Anyway, that's another saga. But within 48 hours, we had applied for our new business name with the state of Montana and began to make the change to change our business name from Creative Combinations Montana to our now brand new business name of Glacier Metalwork. We live and work just outside of Glacier National Park, and having some location in the name as well as metalwork, what it is what we do, really just felt fitting for the SEO back inside of it, but it also felt really fitting for us. A ton of our artwork that we've created, a ton of our metal artwork that we have created, that I've done all of the design on and like taken the pictures and done all of the hand drawing on the computer of the design work, to cutting it in steel, to bringing it to life with the patina finishes that we do and sharing it with our community at art shows online and in our life. A lot of our artwork has been inspired by the peaks in Glacier National Park. It's somewhere that is near and dear to both of our hearts. We have spent a ton of time on the waters in Glacier National Park because I am a Pisces after all, and I love being on the water, kayaking, paddling, paddleboarding, swimming, just sitting by the water, anything by the water. And so it just felt like this really aligning moment where it was not on our radar at all. And it was not necessarily something that we were like ready to do and take this jump and take this leap. But it was one of those moments that we both were like, oh my gosh, if we're going to do this, we've got to do it now. It was right before our sixth birthday in Creative Combinations, Montana. It was right before our little sixth birthday annual birthday party at our showroom, Inspiration Cabin, that doubles as our Airbnb. And it was right at this perfect moment of spring where it felt right. It felt aligning. It felt like, we got to do this now. And we just jumped and we went for it. And it's been messy. It's been imperfect. It's still fucking in the works because I didn't know what a DBA was and the IRS is taking forever. Anyway, long story short, It's been an adventure changing our business name, changing our brand, changing our domain, changing all of these things, changing the logo. And it also feels like such a fun adventure. It feels like this new breath of fresh life coming back into our business. We're so excited. We're going to be at our very first art show as Glacier Metalwork in 2 weeks at the Whitefish Art Festival, downtown Whitefish, Montana in Depot Park. And we are so excited to bring this new, fresh energy into our booth as Glacier Metalwork. And as our artwork has gotten just like it's just grown so much over the years since we started our artwork at all 4 years ago when we signed up for a art show out of the blue. We had no idea what we were going to be bringing. We had no idea like what we were going to do for it, but we knew it would be a great opportunity for us to do this art show. We did not have a CNC plasma cutter at that point, which is what we cut and do a ton of our artwork and a ton of our work on now. That wasn't even like on our docket when we signed up for this art show. And within a couple months of signing up for that first art show, which was again one of those moments where the opportunity came and we jumped, even though we didn't know what the fuck we were going to do, even though we didn't know what the fuck we were going to bring, we just jumped and went all in. We got the CNC plasma cutter before our first art show, like 2 months before our first art show. And I taught myself all of the design on how to use this giant CNC plasma cutter. Like it's like a 4 foot by 8 foot cutting profile with 3 different softwares to use to create the cut files and the designs and the paths and everything. And for somebody who never called herself techie, like called herself basically untechy as fuck up until a few years back when I started this wild adventure with Creative Combinations Montana and Elevate You. Between those two businesses, I have learned so much tech, but it's all been because I'm willing to jump all in. I'm willing to figure it out. I'm willing to go on this wild fucking adventure of FIOing, of figuring it out, of fucking around and finding out, of trial and error, of failing over and over and over until I get it right or until I get the thing that I desire. Like, for example, designing. Like sometimes when I'm designing, especially when I was first learning, it would take me several different designs and several different renditions to actually get a design that I really loved, especially when I was designing local mountains. Because as I'm staring at these mountains, I want to do these beautiful, epic mountains here in Northwest Montana justice and bring the true beauty and essence of the mountains to life in steel. And sometimes it takes me a little bit of time to actually bring that truth of the majestic feeling of the magical feeling that you have when you're standing amongst these ancient peaks that have been carved by glaciers over millennia. Oh, it's just so incredible. And like the power of glaciers and how much history and it's just so cool. And so I'm so excited about this new adventure as Glacier Metalwork. And holy smokes, has it been worth the jump? And we started seeing results immediately. When you take the scary leap into the unknown, into the, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. When you take the scary leap, you allow yourself to figure it out along the way. True magic happens. Remember, trust yourself. You get to trust yourself. You are so much more capable than you realize. You are smarter than you know. You are more powerful than you could ever imagine. You've got this. The magic is in you. Take the scary leap. Allow yourself to prepare yourself so that when opportunity comes, you are ready to jump on the opportunity. And if you want help getting yourself prepared for those opportunities that when they come, you've got to jump now, because now is when the momentum, the energy, the vibration is most elevated. It's when it's the most potent. It's when it's the most powerful. You've got this. If you want help getting yourself there so that you can tune and tap and turn on your magic to cultivate and really grow in the direction that you desire to, reach out. There's info below on working one-on-one in custom coaching packages. And I'm just so excited. Take the leap. It's worth it. I promise. It's the adventure of a lifetime. Us allowing ourselves to grow ourselves, know ourselves, trust ourselves, explore ourselves, explore our businesses, explore our life. This is the true adventure of a lifetime. And I'm rooting for you. I believe in you. You've got this. Remember, the magic is in you. In love, light, and so much fucking gratitude. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Peace.